Hey friends, Neff here. Welcome to episode 15 of Let's Play Pokemon Crystal. Today, we're doing the Mahogany Town stuff. And by Mahogany Town, I mean we're going to the Lake of Rage. There's a few trainers here. We're back to the trainers being in like the teens again, with a high of level 20. And that is a gripe that I have expressed for many episodes now, but in Red, Blue, and Yellow, with the exception of Sickling Road and the eastern path that you can take to get to Fuchsia City, where the levels kind of plateau, for the most part, the opposing trainers are always kind of around your level. One, it means you get more experience, but two, the battles are not as lackluster as some of these. Like at this point, we have, 5 badges? And we're rarely encountering fully evolved Pokemon. By this point in Generation 1, that was pretty much the status quo. So it's just a little irritating. So I can go to the left or to the right. If I go through the right path, I get to avoid the encounters, but I have to pay 1,000 Poké Dollars to go through there because Team Rocket's being scuzzy. And we'll deal with Team Rocket soon. But right now, oh goodness, this fight, I set this fight to double because it goes on way too long for absolutely no reason. Just barely holds on, and then I start missing, and it goes for basically all 6 minimize, so the odds of hitting it are very low. And of course, on top of that, Umbreon decides to sleep for the maximum amount of time that it possibly can. Imagine you're in the Pokemon universe, and this is the fight you're seeing. You're now a sleeping evolution against a microscopic Clefairy. This is crazy. Finally, it goes down. Picnicker Tiffany, never again. And we're gonna nab this guy real quick, and then we're actually gonna go the other way for a minute. Gonna hop in the water. At this point, Umbreon's only a couple of levels away from having a stab attack. But the fact that he's not really much of an attacker, he's a wall, will be awesome in Stadium, but for the sake of, brute forcing it through these weaker trainers, it does mean Umbreon needs an extra turn or two to get the job done. I might, I have a Ditto from Generation 1, I might transfer that over and breed a couple of EVs, and I might also start spending all of my renewed funds on the other Happiness Evolution and get an Espeon. I miss having a Psychic Sweeper on the team. And then this guy. So, when you're in the water, you can encounter Gyarados at levels lower than 20, which, if you're raising a Magikarp the right way, you would never encounter. But I'm assuming that, when he sends out a Gyarados, it's going to be at least level 20. Not the case. It's only level 10. We are going to encounter a certain special Gyarados today. I might put that on the team as well. I'm not really sure. It's a good physical attacker, but it has a 4-time weakness to electric type attacks, which are pretty common. And this is still before the physical and special split. So water type attacks are still based off its special stat. So even if it knew Hydro Pump, it's not going to do that much. Alright, that's enough trainers for now. So up here we end up in like a maze of sorts and a bunch of hidden items. And, you know, I don't know why I keep getting on the bike. I tell myself it's going to be quicker, but I just run into walls constantly. Goodness, so many turns. This is a mistake. Rare candy is always welcome. They are much more rare in Generation 2 than they are in Generation 1. In Gen 1, there's, well, at least in Yellow, there's like 9 or 10 that you find over the course of the game. And right now we have found, that's number 4. But the world is twice the size, so... Oh, forgot an item. Gotta backtrack. Get up here. No, I do not want to headbutt the tree. An elixir that we may or may not ever use. And now let's get back up here to this house. The item we're gonna get here is something I'm gonna have to off-screen test because it's the TM for Hidden Power, and I don't know what type that's gonna put on whatever Pokemon I give it to. So I need to figure it out. Anywho, instead of backtracking through the forest maze there, I just jump cut back to the fisherman with the Magikarps and Gyarados. Some silver guy made fun of my Pokemon. Darn it, my Pokemon are great. You know, okay. This guy's obviously an enthusiast. And Nidoking is tanky, but I just want to see with the 12 level difference how much Umbreon can do. And it's just not enough. I haven't used Quilava in a while. But we're going to need to, because if it doesn't evolve soon, it's going to start lagging behind the rest of the team. Flame Wheel is quite the step up from Ember. Well, hello, Mom. And one more trainer. Then we can finally progress the plot. Yeah. This is another enthusiast. Look at the Pokeball it's holding, or that he's holding. Because his color scheme is like purple, it kind of looks like a Master Ball, but obviously that's unlikely. This fight was pretty cool though. Got it confused. And then now, it just keeps hurting itself in confusion. Never even got to attack us. Insane. All right, Ben. Thanks for that. That was an interesting show. Okay, so now story time. When Yellow was out, there were some leaks for Pokemon Gold and Silver. You know, there was all kinds of magazines. The internet didn't give us information like it does today. But there was pictures of a red Gyarados and the possibility of alternate colors for Pokemon, and that was so cool. So cool. So every Magikarp in the Lake of Rage is freaking out and is becoming a Gyarados. It's evolving too soon. They're getting angry. Now, so good though. Like, I miss the days of waiting for a monthly magazine release to get 2 or 3 screenshots and you just let your imagination do the rest. I mean, look at this. Like, obviously this is the most common shiny in the world. Everyone's seen it a million times, but imagine you're 11, 12 years old, and you've been playing this game, this franchise, hardcore for almost 2 straight years, and then you see this. It just blows your mind. Absolutely blows your mind. I'll say that now, in modern times, I care less about shinies than I used to. Like, it's fun, makes them kind of unique, but the novelty has worn off a little. Plus, I feel like half the Pokemon I like just start turning green when they're shiny. And that's fine. We got him though. I need to invest in some more Ultra Balls. It's kind of got a Godzilla complex. And we got the red scale, which is something we're gonna deal with really soon. And now there's a vampire here. Just kidding, it's just Lance of Elite Four fame. I could tell you're good, even though you're 10. Do you want to help me take on a criminal syndicate? Yeah, let's do that. That's fine, I guess. Sign me up. So now that we're done here, there's one more item on this route that I can grab. It's this right here. And of course, my inventory is full again. What we got here that I can toss? I don't really care about the apricorns too much. Yeah, we'll just get rid of one of these. And there's a max ether for us. Another one of those items that we may use during our Elite Four run, but right now, we're just gonna hold on to it. And now let's go deal with that red scale before we press on any further. Because we're gonna get an item that works much better than it did in Generation 1. First things first, gonna pop into the mart here, Sell some more junk, free up a little space. Nonsense Weedle. No point in even engaging it. Now we're gonna go up here. We need to go see Mr. Pokemon again. A red Gyarados, that's rare. I'll give you this experience share that Professor Oak gave me. He's basically just re-gifting. Was it a birthday present? I don't know. It's ours now. But now, it's a held item. And so you can, instead of like in Generation 1, where it gives experience to the whole party, it just gives 50% of the experience to whoever you put it on. Heal up real quick. So we're definitely going to hold on to that. I'm going to be changing up the team a little bit soon. Probably, maybe use Gyarados. Okay, that Dragonite just Hyper Beamed a human. There's no way that that's legal in this universe. There is a chance that Lance is a bully. Oh, found the secret stairway, that's fine. Yeah, and then you got Hyper Beamed. You didn't have a Pokemon out. Last thing we're going to do today is get rid of this security system. Right now, we're in the Team Rocket's hideout. But every time you pass one of these statues, you have to fight 2 generic rocket grunts. They aren't anything special. So the first thing we're going to do is turn off that security alarm, so every time we pass one, we don't have to fight 2 pointless trainers. Like, we took care of that quickly enough. And we got one more coming up. Really just powering through this. We'll get this the security system turned off first, and then it'll be easy for us to take on the rest of the gym, or the rest of the dungeon in the next episode. It's kind of big, actually, like the one in Red, Blue, and Yellow. But as I've already stated, Team Rocket is my favorite, so we're gonna get the most out of this place. It's a Rattata. There's no reason Umbreon can't handle this. I can't help but think that if I was 1 level higher, that I'd be taking that out in 1 hit instead of 2. And he's just telling us how the security system works, which is whatever. Fortunately, we can go right through here, not trip any more sensors. And we'll go talk to the scientist here. Okay, here, I'm gonna call shenanigans on that. This used to be a ninja hideout. There's traps everywhere. Are you implying that the ninjas, I'm assuming like old school ninjas, were using security cameras in statues or teleportation panels? That sounds like a bunch of baloney. And in this case, Fortress is at the perfect level to 2-shot these Magnemites. So that's good news. And one more. And right now we are right at the 20-minute time limit. I just want to encounter one more easy trainer in here before I cut the video. And there's a guard spec that will sell. Okay, so yeah, he's talking about the warp panels. And now we turned off the security system. Whoops. I'm gonna come back this way, but just as well nab a hyper potion while I'm looking at it. Backtrack. Now I can pass that statue without more trainer fights. Feeling lucky, punk. We got traps set in the floor. Yes, Rocket Grunt, you are so scary with your team of Rattatas. It's probably not the most efficient way to handle these guys, but Umbreon's close to a level up. And then I'm probably going to focus on Quilava primarily until he evolves. While having a fire type on the team is handy, I think it's just getting to be about time to replace it with something better. Or who knows, I'll evolve it to Typhlosion and then I'll change my mind completely. Well, that's that. Next time, we're going to finish the hideout. See you then!